Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2014 Ram 1500, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the etrailer.com Class 3 2-inch trailer hitch receiver. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that our hitch is going to give us some pretty good clearance. What I mean by that is it's not going to sit too far out past our bumper or sit way back in. That's going to make it really useful, especially for truck owners who disconnect and connect their accessories often. And one of the things that sets this hitch apart from some of the others is the finish. It's going to have a carbide matte black powder coat finish, which is not only going to look good, but it's going to stay in good shape, help resist rust or corrosion, and it's also going to be scratch resistant. Since this is a Class 3 hitch, it's going to have that 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening. It's going to work well with pretty much just about any accessory available. It's also going to have the standard 5/8 size pinhole. Now keep in mind it does not come included with a pin and clip, but if you need one you can find it here at eTrailer. Now it has plate style safety chain openings, which do sit quite a ways back from our pinhole. They are going to be decent size and allow us to use just about any size hook that we might have without interfering with our pin and clip. Now as far as the weight capacities go, our hitch is going to have a 600-pound maximum gross tongue weight rating. So that's going to be more than enough to carry just about any cargo carrier or bike rack that you would want to. Now as far as the maximum gross trailer weight rating goes, that's going to be 6,000 pounds. This will be the amount of weight pulling on the hitch. So that'll be the weight of your trailer plus anything you might have on it. Now our hitch can be used with the weight distribution system, which does increase the overall weight capacities, which is a separate component, but if you're using one of them, the maximum gross tongue weight rating will increase to 1,000 pounds, and the maximum gross trailer weight rating will increase to 10,000 pounds. Now it is always a good idea to check with your truck's owner's manual to make sure you can pull that much weight. Now one thing I would recommend, especially if you plan on doing some towing, is to pick up some trailer wiring. That way the lights on your trailer will mirror the lights on the back of your truck, and you'll be safe and legal. I'm going to give you a couple of measurements, and you're going to use these to help figure out which hitch mounted accessories to get. From the ground to the top inside edge of the receiver tube opening, it's going to be about 20 inches. You're going to use that to figure out if you need to get a ball mount with either a drop or a rise. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the edge of the rear bumper, it's going to be about 2 inches. And you're going to use that to figure out if any folding accessories you might have can be stored in the upright position without contacting the bumper. Now this is a very simple hitch to get installed, and very few of our customers had any issues whatsoever. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and put it on together now. To begin our installation, I went ahead and removed our spare tire. Now usually we'd have a little plastic cover right here in the center of the bumper that we would need to take off. However, this one has been removed already. But to get these off, all you do is take a flathead screwdriver, just kind of get underneath it, and they simply just pop right out. Now what we'll do is take our hitch, we're going to put this on the beam. So we'll take the lip of it and kind of go behind the bumper, put it in place. We can hold it up and then come to the top side to drop a bolt down through it. Then we can take our large bolt, and we're going to drop that down through the opening underneath that cap that we removed on the top side of the bumper. Line it up with the hitch and get it started so the hitch will hold itself into place. Now we can put our hardware in place here on the back side, and to do that we're going to use the fish wire technique. Take the coiled end of our fish wire, push it through the hitch. We're going to run that coiled end down to the outside of our tube. Sometimes it does help at the very end of our fish wire to put a kink in it, and that'll help prevent it from accidentally getting pulled in. Now once the coiled end is exposed, what we're going to do is take a spacer block, put that over the end of it. We're going to take a carriage bolt and thread that onto the fish wire. Now we're able to feed all that hardware inside. You can work it around and get it to pull through the hitch. Now I'm going to do that exact same thing over on this side. So now what we can do is we can pull our fish wire to get the bolt all the way out, and then I like to take a flathead screwdriver and kind of just push that bolt tight. Then we can remove that fish wire, take a flange nut, and get it started. Now with all of our hardware in place and hand tight, we can snug it all down. Now I do want to point out for this bolt up here, you will need a 1/2 inch size Allen key. And for the nuts here on the back of the hitch, we'll tighten them down using a 3/4 inch socket. Now using a torque wrench, we can torque our hardware down to the amount specified in the instructions. With everything torqued, I went ahead and reinstalled my spare tire, but you can rest assured it does fit back up here perfectly. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the etrailer.com trailer hitch receiver on our 2014 Ram 1500.